Hi, good morning. I'm Haseeb, co-founder of Zenda. It is my pleasure to be here and to share our perspective on how financial services in education can be transformed. If you look at payments in education, they're still decades behind. They are messy, they are manual, and they're cumbersome. Schools and colleges collect fees using multiple modes. It ranges from cash, check, POS, bank transfer, and payment links. But what you see is that even the most digital channel is very cumbersome. It is not easy. Let us take bank transfer as an example. What do schools do today? They will raise an invoice, send it to the parent will get the invoice, go to their bank account, enter the IBAN detail, make the transfer, take a screenshot, and then the poor accountant manually matches that screenshot with their bank statement. A process as simple as making a payment just took 2 to 5 days and involved multiple stakeholders. This is the case for schools across UAE, across Saudi, across India. A problem that has not been solved till yet. Even with all this work, parents do not pay on time. Only 56% of the parents pay by the due date or within the 30 days of the fee due date. This causes enormous challenges in terms of cash flows. Expenses are fixed. They have to be paid in the first week of every single month. But income is unpredictable. It trickles over time. Hence causes enormous stress for school teams in managing their cash flows. If you look, payment was a mess. If you look on the credit side, schools also do not have many options. Short-term credit is needed by them for making salary payments in summer, for paying suppliers. But unfortunately, traditional banks do not offer them this short-term credit. They give them project finance, but project finance is expensive, is laborious, and requires collateral. Interestingly, however, private sector itself has a huge TAM, $5 trillion globally, and just in GCC and India, it's over $5 billion. It also exhibits traits that make it very attractive for innovation. Schools are a very healthy business. They have a high EBITDA, and they have a high receivable turnover. Parents might not pay on time, but they do pay by the end of the academic year. Very good. Number 2, it's steady and predictable. Revenues are locked for the next 12 months, and most of the students stay in school for 10 to 12 years. And lastly, and most importantly, education as a sector is a fundamental need. Even when parents are struggling, they do send their kids to school. Hence, this sector remains agnostic of whatever happens on the macro side. Interest rates going up, going down, does not affect this as a sector. So why is it that the sector is very big, it is lucrative in terms of economics, but nobody has been able to solve financial services problems for them? Payment gateways exist. There is checkout.com, there is Stripe. All of them are doing amazingly well in e-commerce. Recurring payments solve all the collection problems, but why are schools still taking checks? We believe this is the case because nobody is solving the pain points that are faced by these institutions. They are taking bespoke solutions and offering them to them. They're copy-pasting what worked for e-commerce and giving it to schools and colleges. We believe there is a need for a player to build custom solutions that address their needs in a way that they understand. And if you look at other industries, this is what has happened as well. If you look at Toast, Toast was a company started in US, $10 billion company went public, and they focused on building for the restaurants. They understood their pain point and built products that will address those pain points. Stripe did not work, Toast worked. They started by offering an ordering platform. Now they offer POS, now they offer marketing solutions, and they even offer payroll solutions and working capital lines. And this was only because their teams worked with the teams on the restaurant side. They understood what will it take for a payment solution to work there. And this is what we do at Zenda. We focus on education. We have been in the education space for the last 6 to 7 years. And because we understand the struggles that the accountant faces, we have built products for them. In short, Zenda is a fintech app built for education, enabling parents to pay now or pay later. We offer 6 services, ranging from payments to credit. The first product we launched in the market was Pay Now. Payments, as we know, are a commodity. But what we do is we integrate with the systems that the schools already use. Hence, for a parent, they can see what they need to pay and when do they need to pay. They can choose any method of payment, credit card, debit card, open banking, UPI in India, for example, get an instant confirmation. And once the transaction is processed, it is automatically reconciled with the system that the school is using. If you talk to any accountant in a school, on 30th or 31st of every month, they'll be at the school sitting till midnight reconciling. With Zenda, that problem goes away. And it only goes away because we focused on one vertical, and we understood the pain points and solved those pain points. Pay later, installments for parents. If you look at fees at schools, they're one high and say second termly. But income is monthly for most of the parents. So with Pay Later, parents can pay the invoice in parts, while at the same time school can get the money up front. Micropayments, again a problem very specific to schools. They not only collect tuition fee, but they also collect money for clubs, activities, trips, etc. Small payments, but running through the academic year. With Zenda, the parent can see the entire bouquet of products that the school is offering, make the payment, and avoid the hassle that exists. Autopay. Again, something very nuanced about the education sector, right? It's not that the parents don't want to pay, but they never pay on time. With autopay, the school has predictability on their cash flows. They get money on 10th of every month, every single month. InstaCredit. Working capital is an issue, but because we have created a closed-loop ecosystem where we have full visibility on a school's revenue, we are able to offer a working capital line to schools that enables them to meet their cash flow needs. And lastly, ZenCare. We work with about 100,000 parents now, and we understood that they have a lot of anxiety about their kids' educational future. With ZenCare, working with our insurance partner, we are able to secure 10 years of education in case something happens to the family. We are still young. We're about 2 years old, but we are present in 3 countries. UAE was the first country that we launched, India second, and we are piloting in Qatar right now. We work with about 200 schools, and from that experience, we have learned a lot about the challenges that they face, and now working with payment gateways, credit partners, banks, and are able to solve them. We have been fortunate with the traction that we have gotten in the UAE market. Today, we hold about 20% of the market share. These schools process over $800 million of payments every year, and we are trusted by 100,000 parents. That'll be it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Hope it was useful.